leg machine in apartment gym history. Which sucks. So poopy. Poopy. All of these machines have like 3 different exercises. Leg and hamstring extension, or leg curls and leg extensions. You got the multi-press machine, shoulders and chest. And then this one's in like every gym now. It's a leg press and calf press machine. Crazy. And then you got a lat and a row variation. All the standard stuff that you'd want if you had your own home gym and shit. Oh, that's the press, okay. I thought I was gonna push back on the machine. Starts out at 30. Let's do 50 to start, let's see. What's that? That's not heavy. See if it gives me a little bit more of a stretch. Maybe one. Yeah, that's a better stretch. Shit still sucks. It's not a good machine. I don't like it. It's like on a cable pulley. I should just get a standard load, plate load, leg press machine for here. I do like that. I feel like it's probably way more safer than an actual leg press machine now. Just because the weight's not bearing down on you. Like coming down on you like this. You just press it out. And if I just move my foot, like if I extend, it's not going nowhere. If I lock out, it's not going anywhere. It does suck. It's overloaded though, but who cares? It's an apartment gym. The most anabolic apartment gym. That's that part though. I have to push the thing up so far to get a stretch. When my ass is hanging off the seat. show you guys something else about this gym. There's a vending machine. There's no water in it. And then you come over here, and the water fountain doesn't work. So you can't even buy water at the vending machine because all they got is soda. They don't even got diet. They have one diet soda, Diet Pepsi, but they do have some really cool snacks like Snickers and that strawberry Pop-Tart. Other than that, that's about it. But yeah, no, you can't even drink water here. If you don't bring your own water, you're cooked. Oh well, it's nice though. I mean, there's like nobody in here ever, so I can do whatever what I want in here. I never have to worry about somebody else coming in or taking the machine because there's only 4. The dumbbells will only go up to 50 pounds too. That kind of sucks. It doesn't have a flat bench or a bench rack either, like benching and shit like that. It doesn't have a squat rack, but it is what it is. It's not terrible. We gotta start all the way up. My ass is barely on the sheet, but it's alright. See, I moved the seat up too. Still, no stretch. No stretch. No stretch. Now if I lean back like this, take my butt off the machine, I get a little bit of a stretch. That's not good. My butt's not on the machine. Grip on my lower back and shit. What does Jeff Nippert say? Has to stretch and tension, has to feel good, easy to overload. I think this one hits like none of them. This is machine variation, does not hit anything. Does not feel good. Does not offer a good stretch or tension. And I feel like overloading it. You can only overload it so much because it's a machine. Maybe you had a pin or but don't have a pin rack and don't have any free weights or plates. Shit's done. Should just hit leg or fucking shoulders. Why'd I hit legs? Should have just done a shoulder workout. I don't even know how many reps I hit. not bad for calf presses. It actually feels better as a calf press than a leg press, to be honest. I feel like it's way better. I think it's cool. I like it. Maybe as a wise man, couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a black man. This is how you remind me of what I really am. You remind me of what I really am. Not like you. Say sorry. Different story. Mistaken. Breaking it. Don't be wrong. Don't be wrong. Calf cramp. What else should I hit? I might just do standing dumbbell squats. Or like split squats. I don't know. Those things hurt. I also have really bad balance. My left knee has been messed up since I was like 15. Got it fixed twice. Didn't fix it, just re-hurt it, kept re-hurting it. Never got it fixed. I have a torn ligament in it right now, so yeah. Treating legs with no ligaments in my left knee, title of the video. No ligaments. Because I'm a grown man. I'm not getting surgery on the leg. And I'm not doing anything athletic ever again in my life. I'm not wrestling no more. I'm not running. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not joining the Olympics. I don't have time to be out and work for 6 months. I have time to be off my feet for 6 months. I have 2 kids and a wife, full-time job. Don't got the time, man. And workman's comp don't pay you shit. Or workers' comp, sorry for the political correct out there. No longer workman's comp, it's workers' comp. My HR director yells at me every time I say that. One more set of 25 and then I'm gonna go do some like split squats or something. Or like, actually I'm gonna do RDLs, dumbbell RDLs. Get my hamstrings better. I also pulled my hamstring in this left leg too because my knee has always been weak, so I'm always injuring like my left leg on this. Pulled my hamstring when I was playing college soccer. that wasn't fun. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever did too. Like I had to sit down on the field. Like I was like, oh, I can't move. My coach looked at me and he said, sit down. And I was like, growing up playing sports and playing like more aggressive sports like football and wrestling, never taken a knee on the field, never like sat down on the field so somebody can come out to attend to me. I just felt like, very, very soft in that moment. And I was like, I don't like that. That was so bad. You can ask my wife too. It was so funny because like she was there. I couldn't walk, and then as soon as I sat down on the ground, the ref blew the whistle, and the athletic director, or not athletic director, athletic trainer came running out to the field. And by the time she was already like on the field, I was already back up halfway to the sideline and like just limping over there. And my coach was like, "Why didn't you just stay down there?" I'm like, "Cause I'm not." And I was like, "I don't like that. I'm not sitting down on the field." I feel like as an athlete, people would understand that sitting down on the field is like, I don't know, unless you're like actually like really hurt. I don't know. When I was in I think 4th or 5th grade, I was playing football. It was like my first year playing football, and I was chasing my running back because he just broke off, and I was chasing after him. I jumped over a player that was on the ground, or one of my teammates. I jumped over my teammates, and I jumped onto my running back's back, made the tackle, and the way I landed, dislocated my elbow. I was like out to here, and I was just laying there, and my coach was like, "Okay, yeah, good play, whatever." And I stood up, and as soon as I stood up, my arm was just dangling there like that. Couldn't move it, and my coach was like, lay down, stay there." And then they had to call like the nurse that was there. She had to come out. They used a bunch of like pad to tape my arm like this to my body, and I had to go to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, it was terrible because like they had a bunch of interns. No offense, but they had a bunch of interns trying to pop my elbow back into place, and they kept messing it up like 6 or 7 times. So my arm was just still dangling there, and then the orthopedic surgeon came in and said, snapped it back right in, and they put me in a cast like this, like 6 months. I missed like the first 3 months of wrestling, which, I mean, I was in 4th grade, which wasn't terrible. I missed like the next 4 months, or the first 4 months of wrestling, or 3 months of wrestling. I got to wrestle at state and all that stuff. That was cool, but I was also in 4th grade. That stuff doesn't really matter in 4th grade. And then right after wrestling season, I got shot in the eye, and I was in the hospital for like 2 months then too. And it was bad. I couldn't see, still can't see out of my left eye. Story time was anger. Let's see how these feel. And yes, I'm wearing Mike and Ike socks. I don't know about you guys, but this is the most anabolic leg day workout in an apartment gym / home gym ever. I'm about to start doing shoulder press to get an upper body amplitude. Injuries. Let's talk about all my injuries I've had. I already mentioned my blind eye. I already mentioned my leg, my knees, my elbow. I have a deviated septum. Can't breathe out my left side, left nostril. It's so bad. So bad. What else? Well, I split my head open in 8th grade. Split my head open during a wrestling match in the quarterfinals at a tournament at, I think it was either Dundee or Bedford. It was a high touted middle school tournament. In the quarterfinals, I was wrestling some dude. I was up by like 12 or 13, and I think I was up by 13 because my coach was trying to get me to push for the tech fall so I could get bonus from my team in the team race. And then what happened? There was like 15 seconds left, and I shot in on a little single, caught the dude's knee, split my head open, held onto the leg, so I wouldn't give up the takedown or they would stop the match. So I was holding onto the leg for 15 seconds while I was bleeding out. Once the match was over, the ref stopped it, and I was laying on the mat like this. I can't do it. My coach, you can see in the video that I had, he walked out like, what's going on? Like, oh my God, why is he down? He just won. And I rolled over, and there's blood just dripping all over my face, all over my singlet, all over the mat. My buddy at the time, his name was Mikey. He was at another school, but he was there. He comes running out onto the mat. I lived right by him, and he like, Xander, do you want me to call your mom? I have a bunch of paper towel on my head. I take it off, and you can like see the big gash in my head. And I just shake my head at him, like, yeah, call my mom. I had like 3 other wrestling moms. Mrs. Hensley, you guys don't know her, but she came running out onto the mat like she was my mom or something. She just came sprinting out there. Yeah, and then I had to go to the hospital, like an emergency room, like 5 minutes away from the school. They put 7 stitches in my face. And then after that, like 2 weeks later, I had another wrestling meet, but not a wrestling meet. It was like a duel for like our school, or not school, for like our youth league. And it was like every region had a bunch of duels, and each region had like the best guys at each weight for each age division. And I was on the team for my regional team, and I had to put a mat. I wore like one of those Darth Vader masks on my headgear, and I took my stitches out at wrestling practice like the day before that tournament in 8th grade. So like my scar never fully healed. They said it was supposed to be like practically invisible, but since I took my scars or my stitches out, like I took my stitches out like 5 to 6 weeks early, they said. But I don't know. It could have been way less time, but that's what my dad said. I think my dad was just trying to impress people that I was tough. But that's not tough, that's stupid. Don't do that. So yeah, I did that. Had the mask on for like the whole year. I think that was 8th grade, yeah. Next injury. 9th grade, I got mat cleaner in my eye. Like the bleach mat cleaner in both my eyes the day before a wrestling tournament. So I had to go to the ER for that. They had to give me a bunch of medications for my eyes. I had to flush my eyes out like every 30 minutes. And I wrestled at the tournament the day before, or the day after. I won that tournament. But then I had to take the next 4 days off from practice just because my eyes were getting worse. And then I had to go back to the doctor. And then I went to the doctor. They gave me some antibiotics, gave me more of the cleaning stuff. I was fine. After that, my next injury, I think it was, what was it? I think my next injury was I twisted my hips my sophomore year. Oh no. Yeah, it was twisted hips. Twisted my hips, so hips sit like this. My hips were like, I mean, you can't really see, but they were like a half an inch above, like my left side was a half an inch above my right side. So like I was walking like this. And it was so much pain that I had to go to like the chiropractor like every 3 days for like 2 weeks at the beginning of wrestling season. I was getting like stim treatment, electroshock treatment, and then I was getting adjustment treatment too. And then after that, I pulled my bicep, not pulled, but I strained my bicep in a wrestling match. Like halfway through the year, I missed 2 weeks. Yeah. And then next major injury, I think that was it for it. I broke my finger that same year. I got my middle finger on my left hand stuck in a hoodie at practice, and that broke. So then I just put a splint on that and wrestled the rest of the season on that. In my junior year, I didn't play football that year because I transferred schools. Yeah, then after that, my junior year at the state tournament, my first match at the state tournament, I tore my ACL. And I tore my ACL and my meniscus, and there was another ligament that I tore. I tore 3 ligaments in my knee. Fast forward to senior year. Oh, I had braces, and I was practicing and my mouthpiece fell out, and my partner like rolled, and he hit me, and he snapped his head back and busted my brackets off, and they went through my lip. So I had to go to the doctor for that and get my bracket put back on my teeth. And then I had to get, I think like there were like 2 of like the stitches in my lip to put it together. And I had a tournament the next day. I think we had either districts or regionals the next day. I think it was districts though. But I just made sure that I put tape in my mouth or the gauze in my mouth before I wrestled. And I hurt my knee again, wrestled all through it. Dislocated my pinky pretty bad. Still haven't fixed that. It still pops in and out of place. Sometimes when I'm carrying milk in or I'm carrying too many groceries in, it dislocates. It's bad, especially when I'm like holding my daughter or something and it gives out. It's not good. I have to catch her with my other hand. Then freshman year in college, retore the ligament in my knee, got that fixed. Popped the bursa sac in my knee, broke my finger. Yeah, And then sophomore year in college, broke my foot playing soccer, wrestled a whole season on it. Had twisted hips again. After the twisted hips, I was pretty chill for the rest of the year. Oh, I got a really bad sunburn that year too. That wasn't fun. What else? What other injuries? Junior year, no major injuries because I was still recovering from my foot. So I only got to wrestle like 6 matches my junior year. Senior year, I got a really bad concussion my senior year. Don't want to get into it. I was dumb about it. Brain injuries are not something to mess around with. Very dangerous, and I was an idiot. And my coaches let me hear about it for sure. After that, I really have, that's a lie. I pulled my hamstring at work playing kickball with the kids I work with. I got a rock thrown at me, busted my nose open. I've been kicked in the head. I've been punched in the face, all at work by kids that I work with. So yeah, I have a fun job. But yeah, that was the most anabolic apartment gym workout ever. I will walk you through it. Did 3 sets of leg extensions, 3 sets of leg curls. This shit is stupid. Did 4 sets of leg press, 4 sets of calf press, and then I walked my big butt over here and I did RDLs, dumbbell RDLs. So, and that was, let's see, a 50-minute workout, so not bad. And I did 5 minutes of cardio before I got here, walking around, so that's always good. Anyway, that was the most anabolic leg workout ever. Peace.